don't do this song very often, but I just realized I had to do it today because it's called Memorial Day. Wrote it with my friend Eric Ramsey, who is really good at writing sad word things with me. Actually, I'd written a song about homelessness a few years ago, and can you hear me?
You're good, keep it.
Okay. It caught the attention of a guy who ran this organization called Hope for Restoration, which is a homeless not a homeless organization, but an organization to help the homeless. And he used that in one of his events, and then another song I did, and then he reached out to me the following year and asked if I could do something, another one, but this time on the theme of Memorial Day. I thought, well, that's kind of interesting. Anyway, gives it another angle on the day. I wanted to be a soldier when I was just a kid. Strange the way those fantasies get twisted in your head. In a city of rough peace, slouching in the streets, trying to barter for some peace with the devil up their sleeves. At a time when we remember all the fallen heroes with markers on their graves, let's take some time to pray for the fallen on the streets, waiting to be saved on Memorial Day. Tents mushroom in the avenues, minstrels of broken glass, while the mystics and the mendicants conjure battles from the past. Burning dreams like incense, they ponder the old questions. How can they escape the earth? How much is a person worth? At a time when we remember all the fallen heroes with markers on their graves, let's take some time to pray for the fallen on the streets, waiting to be saved on Memorial Day. I wanted to be a soldier when I was just a kid. Strange the way those fantasies get twisted in your head. That's it. A lot of long song, but we liked it. I grew up in the Vietnam War era. Thank God I did not have to go. I walked out in the lottery, but so many people I know did, and they're still with us, and many of them are still with us, and they deserve some little recognition. So, I have another friend, Harri Wolf, who has a habit of dying every once in a while, I'd say about every 3 years. And he's actually right now starting chemotherapy for cancer he's got. So they say the third time's a charm, but I hope not this time, actually. So far, he's been pretty resilient. And this is a song we wrote together called The Things That You Get Used To. Living's just a habit I fell into. The future that I plan is just a memory. Ain't it funny about the things that you get used to? Dark clouds and a raging wind gonna bring a driving rain, but you won't budge an inch until it moves on. You can bleed and wait to die without feeling any pain. Ain't it funny about the things that you get used to? I regret the words I didn't say, lying in your bed, knowing that without them I would lose you. I fell into your arms, you just left me there for dead. Ain't it funny about the things that you get used to? And I'm standing on the shoreline of an ocean I can't see, waiting for the tide to roll on in. I might need to make a stand or find a dream to set me free, but I'm not giving in. A silent breeze sneaks up on me in the dead of night. The ghosts of every heart I brought the blues to. And the stars look down like angels trying to teach my soul to fly. Ain't it funny about the things that you get used to? Yeah, it's funny about the things that you get used to. I was talking to Corey today. He says, how you doing? It's like, you know how it is, you get to a certain age and every day it's like, you're losing something new, It's like, starting to lose the strings now and then, but keep on going. And it's fun, it's more fun to be alive than not. I know, I'm not very good at telling jokes. My wife tells me just to shut up and sing, she I said, you used to laugh at my jokes, and she said, you used to be funny. And I did, but I don't know. Time goes on. Anyway, I'm stuck up here on the 5th fret, so I'm gonna do another one that's up here, and kind of along the same. So it's the same mood, I guess, in a way. Called "The Things I Didn't Do for You." A little more country. Was that pretty young thing down at the Stop and Go who slipped me her number on the receipt like a secret code? I chucked it in the dumpster just around the corner from the door. Her charm's another mystery that I would never know. There was that Harley that I didn't buy to drive on down to Mexico, get lost along the highway amongst the bordellos and the whores. I walked on by that sweet machine, knowing I could never leave the love that's waiting just for me at home behind my bedroom door. The things I didn't do for you must have been some kind of madness, knowing you would see me through the sorrow and the sadness with the gravity of love that pulls me back to you. That's why I didn't do the things I didn't do for you. There was that night I drank a fifth of gin, called you up so you could listen to the Russian roulette that I was playing, the bullet on the table by the gun. I never put that bullet in, you never do, it wasn't missing. You talked me through that night till my salvation by the rising sun. You know that you can never win when you wrestle with an angel. You always hold me by the heart, you keep me out of danger. The things I didn't do for you must have been some kind of madness, knowing you would see through the sorrow and the sadness with the gravity of love that pulls me back to you. That's why I didn't do the things I didn't do for you. That's why I didn't do the things I didn't do for you.
Yeah.
These are, well, I will never admit to the truth or veracity of my songs because I don't want them used against me in a court of law. But, actually, I'm trying to move down to a little more fun zone here. These are various pressure points on my guitar that evoke emotional responses. Something about, I think it's the pollen in the air these days, you know. I find that it affects me. I come from New Mexico, which is like, I don't know if you know anything about New Mexico, but it's the climate there is 100% the opposite. I mean, in the sense of the humidity. You know, a good day, humid day there is like 17% or something like that. So I'm still it's been 2 years, but I find myself still adjusting to that. And my voice is too sometimes. But anyway, I am a songwriter. I do not claim to be a singer or a guitarist, but I muddle through. And again, this is another one that I wrote with Eric Ramsey, just for fun. Become a weary rerun. Everything I see, I've seen before. I might as well be watching old B movies. I know the plot, I know the music score. Smell the sentimental lash of every war. But I won't bring you flowers anymore. No one had to tell me you were leaving. The signs were in the footprints on the rug, as if there were some transcendental meaning to the words you fed my heart like a drug. Before you tossed it to the dogs outside your door, and I won't bring you flowers anymore. Now the grass is overgrown, so I'll cut it down again, like I've done 1,000 times before. They say it's gonna rain, falling if you join the circus, or if your name is famous on the street. But I know how ridiculous your work is, and all those silly tricks you must repeat. Everything I hear I've heard before, and I won't bring you flowers anymore. Now the grass is overgrown, so I'll cut it down again, like I've done 1,000 times before. They say it's gonna rain, falling without aim, on flowers I don't bring you anymore. No, I won't bring you flowers anymore. I always kind of think of that as a happy song, because in my spectrum of songs, it kind of is. I realize it probably isn't. This is another Harri Wolf collaboration called All That Remains. You can kind of, I guess it's kind of a tip off, right? It's not a, I don't have a lot of happy sing-along campfire songs. Actually, I don't have any. I don't think I have a single one. But if if you're really into that, feel free to sing along and dance to your heart's content, because I can use all the help I can get. This is another old guy song. It's a growing genre. Tore down the railway station, pulled up the ties and the tracks, demolished the downtown Kmart, crushing mannequin dreams into trash. They say it'll make the town better when they put up a fancy new mall. The old one, I don't recognize my town at all. All that remains when places we've lived are swept away like sand. All that remains when love reaches out and no one touches its hand. Lives disappear in the past that clings like a stain. The memory is all that remains. The years haven't been kind to me lately. My job disappeared without a trace, like so much that had once been a part of me. There's just a memory left in its place. All that remains when places we've lived are swept away like sand. All that remains when love reaches out and no one touches its hand, and our lives disappear in a past that clings like a stain. Memory is all that remains. I can only vaguely remember there's a pier out on St. Andrew's Bay, When you let go of my hand forever, that memory just won't go away. All that remains when places we've lived are swept away like sand. All that remains when love reaches out and no one touches his hand, and our lives disappear in a past that clings like a stain. Is all that remains. Thank you. All right. So, give you a little choice here. Let's see. Hank Williams meets Rod Serling, or
Yeah.
you like that one? Okay. I was gonna say the other one was Johnny Cash meets Jean-Paul Sartre. You know. I don't know. Now it's like, well, yeah. Do what? I can do them both. I'll do them both. You need a train song for every set, so this is my train song. A cheerless and distracted woman steps onto a train. I don't know where she's going. I don't know if she's sane, but she looks like she's walking through a portal to a time or a dimension where they store up the little things I forgot to mention when we met. And if I step onto that train, will I then travel through all time without a clue? Or will I find a home with what remains of the love that I believed I had with you? Was I a fool to think it ever really happened? And is it true that somewhere in another universe you are thinking of me too? I remember when our love was once as common as the air, a thing you take for granted till it's no longer there. You said my memories had no more substance than the early morning mist, or the sadness of a diamond in a pawn shop by the station where we kissed. And if I step onto that train, will I then travel through all time without a clue? Or will I find a home with what remains of the love that I believed I had with you? Was I a fool to think it ever really happened? And is it true that somewhere in another universe you are thinking of me too? And suddenly I'm lost without a compass to your heart, trying to find my place on some imaginary chart to reconstruct the code of truth and lies, to find the words you really meant and mend the fabric of the stars that rips apart with every sunrise since you left.
Yeah.
That's my love song, breakup song, PTSD, I don't know. I had a word for it, but I can't remember what it is. gonna do the water. It's weird how in 89% humidity you have to keep dehydrated. Okay. All right. So I was gonna bring us up a little bit, but I got one more song. So why break the mood, right? So this is well, I got two Eric Ramsey songs. I don't know, kind of, and this is the newer one, so I'm kind of. It's also another sad love song. I do have a couple happy love songs, but like I say, I don't want to break the mood. Here. Wears the nicotine cologne of an old French poem. Keeps the dead leaves of a romance in boxes. He doesn't know if he's seeing the light or if his eyes are adjusting to darkness. He remembers his fingers tracing her skin, seeking something much deeper than flesh. Thinking, what kind of braille is this? And wondering, what kind of blindness? There's a scar on his heart that he can't peel off, that she left there when she flew away. And Don Quixote's last words were lost in the breath of a windmill in Spain. Between the broken oaks and the boats on the beach of a storm-ravaged bay, he stands on the shore in an old navy coat while his love washes off in the waves. His love washes off in the waves. Dried apricot of Van Gogh's ear is colored by dust on the floorboards. The remnants of love make a strange souvenir, even stranger when you start to hoard them. He wakes on a destitute morning to the taunt of a mockingbird's call. Says, I miss you most of all, darling, when you don't think of me at all. Between the broken oaks and the boats on the beach of the storm-ravaged bay, he stands on the shore in an old navy coat while his love washes off in the waves. His love washes off in the waves. And just like that, he was gone. Okay. So I'm Michael R.J. Roth, which I know is hard to spell. You can find me at michaelrjroth.com or easyheroes.com if you really want to be adventurous. And all the streaming services, Apple and iTunes, Amazon, Spotify. So if you miss me, you can go to my website. There's a contact form there. Let me know you're here.
Good day, give it up one more time for Michael R.J. Up next, we got Cody Bennett. Y'all stick around for a minute.
And thank you, Corey, for putting this together tonight. Do the mad dash. Put the door here. That's another thing about getting old is the steps get much bigger. And it's not that I can't do it. I just don't want to for some reason. Huh? There we go. I used to be a lot younger.